at noon starts right now.
Look at them go. This is the Taft High School drum line.
We caught up with them this morning as they practice in preparation for a huge event coming up tonight.
Right now, here at the Carver Center in the middle of the Dignowity Hill neighborhood, we took the News at Noon on the road for you.
Yeah, we are going to showcase this beautiful building. Matter of fact, we're on the stage of the Carver Community Center, and we're going to showcase this beautiful building for you. It was built back in 1929. Little history, but we're also going to talk about a huge event coming up tonight here at this community center, and we're going to be talking with the people who actually put it all together.
And we're going to talk to a couple of the performers who are going to be right here on the stage making it all happen. That's all coming up. Right now, though, we want to check in on the weather.
Hey there, guys. We'll go outside with live cam, and we've got some clouds out there right now. It's cooler, drier outside. Feels so much better than it did yesterday. Cold front came through last night, and that really helped things out. Dew points are down, and that's what you're going to notice if you step outside. The humidity is down. Also, that front kind of cleared out all that haze that we had. We had some smoke in the atmosphere yesterday. So, yeah, just all around better outside. Let me show you the dew point change over the last 24 hours. 12 degrees. That is pretty significant when you're talking humidity here. Places like Fredericksburg have seen the dew point drop 16 degrees over the last 24 hours. Outside, we're looking at the sun starting to pop out. Temperatures, though, still only around 80. 79 in New Braunfels, 83 Pleasanton. And notice the winds out of the north-northeast. That's driving in some of that drier air. We're seeing some gusts close to 26, 27 miles per hour. So it's a little breezy. It'll stay that way for another couple of hours, and then winds will start to subside a little bit. There is also a small chance at a shower or storm today, but all in all, not expecting much. Temperatures will make their way up to around 85 or so this afternoon, and then down into the 70s tonight. Things change again over the weekend, though. We're going to get some rain chances coming back into play on Mother's Day. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Let's go back out to David and Ursula.
All right, Justin, thank you very much. Yeah, we're really excited about tonight. There's going to be poets and there will be comedians on the stage right here at the Carver Community Center. There's going to be laughs and the poetry, but they're here for another reason as well. Not just to entertain the crowd that's going to be behind us, but they're also helping to raise money for the San Antonio Educational Partnership.
That's right. You may have never heard of it, but a lot of kids have, because for the last 35 years, so now adults as well, have been advised and helped raising funding, mentoring people so that they can get a better paying degree or profession even. Now, they have had advisors in 42 schools, high schools. They run the city's cafe, college. They do a lot of important things here.
When in the community, youth and adults can come in and get and assistance in anything they need with applying to school, going to college, researching colleges, scholarships, and anything of the nature. So that's what we do. That's why we exist.
Now, she is the director of the San Antonio Education Partnership. She says they're very proud to have been in operation since 1989. And get this, they have handed out more than $41 million to students who are looking to improve their education and get a position for the future. And that's why they are going to be standing up for comedy, standing up for success tonight right here on this stage. And of course, this is the East Side, and it's an important part of our community.
Yeah, earlier today, there were 40 to 50 students from CAS schools all around San Antonio. He came to the Carver Academy to learn a little bit more about the history of this area and the history of this iconic building.
We want to make sure that our Black Student Union knows the history of the center and is connected with everything that's going on.
Honestly, the thing that really struck me the most was kind of the architectural integrity. A lot of buildings that have all these renovations done kind of lose their history to time, so it's really remarkable that those things haven't gone away and people do remember a lot of the history behind this place, like the segregation and all the Black performers. I just think that's a really great thing.
Yeah, I think those students were really excited. Now, they are all part of CAS's Black Student Union. That's an organization that's only a year old. So they were here to tour the Carver and then discuss their first year at this organization and the plan as they prepare to move ahead with this organization.
Just one of the examples of how there's always something going on at the Carver Center. They've got a big slate of events almost every day of the week, right?
Yes, it's a very active place. I would say in a year we do about 300 event days, over 300 event days here.
All right. Now, you are the director here. You're in charge.
With my amazing team, yes.
An amazing team. We're really happy that you allowed us in here. We've learned so much about the Carver Center and what you do for the community, and such an interesting history.
It is. I mean, it's a really iconic institution that's been part of San Antonio's, not only San Antonio's East Side community, but San Antonio's entire community for over 100 years.
Cassandra, in a few minutes, we're going to hear about the history of this particular building. But talk about some of the historic, iconic entertainers that have come to San Antonio and performed on this very stage.
It's an amazing legacy. So these floorboards that we're standing on have seen the likes of Ella Fitzgerald, Dizzy Gillespie, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and then all of their contemporaries throughout the generations. And so even like tomorrow night, we have a Grammy-winning blues artist here, Cedric Burnside. So we're just trying to keep that legacy going of bringing these amazing artists to San Antonio.
And as evidence today, the kids and the community take advantage of this beautiful building. It really is stunning, Cassandra.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations on the renovations, too. It really has held up so beautifully over the years.
Yes, thank you very much.
Where exactly did Louis Armstrong stand? I
think right where you are.
See if that talent will rub off just a little bit.
Yeah, do you feel it? Yeah.
You feel it.
Good luck with that, David.
It is absolutely awesome. Thanks for joining us, Cassandra.
Cassandra Nowicki, the director of the Carver Center.
A lot more coming up from the Carver Center.
All right. We also want to mention that we have highlighted the Carver Center in a KSAT Explains or a Know My Neighborhood, and we're going to be showing that to you as well.
Yeah, and we also got a lot of things going on around San Antonio, so here's a look at some of the top stories that we're covering today as well.
An instructional assistant at Northside ISD is in jail. Jacob Hallam arrested after being accused of assaulting an autistic student at Connolly Middle School. According to the arrest paperwork, Hallam was caught on camera slapping a special education student and forcing her to swallow food. NISD says Hallam resigned on March 6th amid the investigation.
A man who was barricaded inside a home in far northeast Bexar County surrendered late last night to Bexar County deputies. BCSO says the man was battling a mental health crisis. The situation got so intense, neighbors had to be evacuated. Shots were fired between officers and the suspect. No one was hit. BCSO made several attempts before the man finally gave himself up. Once again, no injuries, and right now it's unclear if the man will face any charges.
A scary situation for some construction workers who got into serious trouble on the access road of 1604 and I-10 overnight. San Antonio police say the workers were trying to connect some beams to the concrete pillars when a chain broke and one of the beams fell onto a cherry picker. It was knocked to the ground, trapping the worker inside the basket. Firefighters were able to rescue both men. However, they were taken to University Hospital in serious condition.
Executive session.
Let's talk San Antonio City Council, where nearly half its members are considering whether to force out City Attorney Andy Segovia. The council members you see listed on your screen now have expressed concern over a lack of transparency and inconsistent legal advice from the city's top lawyer. Meanwhile, Segovia has all but accused council members of leaking information from confidential closed-door sessions. The final say on the city attorney rests with the city manager.
Summer is coming up, and the city of San Antonio is expanding a program. It's aimed at reducing heat in residential areas. It's called Cool Pavement, and that program launched last year to great success. 10 streets got the Cool Pavement treatment last year, and the plan is now to add more cool pavement to city neighborhoods. A study in partnership with UTSA found the treatment can make a difference between 4 and 18 degrees.
What Cool Pavement is, it's a spray-on asphalt treatment that goes over roadways that increases the reflectivity of the sunlight.
The Cool Pavement is expensive, however. The first 10 streets cost $1 million. But the chief sustainability office for the city says it could end up saving money in other ways. For example, it could keep you from having to crank up your AC.
And that's a look at your top stories this noon. As always, you can find more on KSAT.com.
Tonight's fundraiser here may benefit serious students in the community, but some of tonight's performers are anything but serious. That's the idea. I catch up with one of them next.
And welcome back to the Carver Community Center here in Dinwiddie Hill. Tonight, the stage is going to be occupied by poets and a lot of comedians, so there's going to be a lot of fun tonight here. But there's also going to be some recognition of some of the graduates from the San Antonio Educational Partnership. They get recognized tonight after 35 years of doing this.
I know. It's going to be a big night for those students and also for the mission of the SAEP, because their whole idea is continue to support, mentor, help kids in high school as well as in college to get through to the next level so that they can get a better paying job at the end of the day. They do it through mentoring. They do it through scholarships. And tonight they are raising money, and they're doing it with a laugh and a giggle. Carlos Maestas was once a teacher. Now he's a storyteller with a comedic twist.
I went to SAC, and back when I went to SAC, there was no Alamo promise. The only promise was if you had grades like mine, you probably were going to SAC.
Maestas is one of several acts that are being showcased at what is hoped to be a packed event at the Carver Theater.
There's another really incredible local comedian, Tori Poole, who is a former educator. There's a slam poet that is not from San Antonio, but is also a former educator. His name's Joaquin Zihuatanejo. Very easy name to say.
In fact, everyone on the stage for the event has a connection to the importance of the San Antonio Education Partnership mission. They are all either educators or the child of one.
I think it's really cool and a differentiating factor to have these folks that have this education connection. So both my parents were educators. I'm married an educator. And so, you know, it's important to us and our family.
As for the comedy itself,
but I do know that they're going to come prepared to let everybody just know who they are, understand why it's important to be in the room, and leave them having an incredible time.
Now, we are going to be interviewing another stand-up comedian in just a few minutes here on the News at Noon. We also want to mention that the Taft High School Drumline, who you saw at the top of the show, they're going to be performing tonight as well, and that should be a lot of fun.
And with everything going on in the world today, I think we need a good laugh. Tonight might be the night to get it.
I asked him, are we going to get triggered tonight? Is it going to be politically incorrect? And he said, be prepared.
But this will be fun. This will be a lot of fun. All right, we're going to take you outside, check in live cam, see what's going on. It's beautiful in here. It's like 72. It's cool. No clouds, nice lighting. What do we got out there, Justin?
You guys look great on the stage, by the way. We've got just a few clouds at the moment, and we're going to see a pretty nice afternoon. We'll see temperatures stay in the 80s all day long, lower humidity. The aquifer's down half a foot to 637 even. We didn't get any rain last night here in San Antonio, but molds did jump higher. They're in the moderate category at 770. Grass, pine, and pigweed are all there. What does Mother's Day look like, and did we see any damage from some of those storms last night? We'll take a look coming up. Welcome back. Yesterday was busy for some parts of our viewing area. We didn't get any storms here in San Antonio, but those to the north certainly did. Places like Dripping Springs, San Marcos got hit really hard. Johnson City. This was a picture of some of the hail out there. It was massive. In fact, in Johnson City, they had a report of hail that was 6 inches in diameter. That's almost as big as that massive hailstone that fell out in Hondo back in 2021, if you remember that. Regardless, a ton of damage. This was wind-driven hail, too. San Marcos, we're seeing pictures of car windshields broken, trees snapped, all of that stuff. So, yeah, yesterday was a busy day. It was all along that cold front that came through. And thankfully, it has brought some drier air for us, and dew points are still falling. They started the day in the upper 60s. Now we're down in the low 60s. It just feels so much better out there with north-northeasterly winds at about 13 miles per hour. We're at 80. And we're seeing quite a bit of sun here over San Antonio right now. There's more clouds down to the south. We've got some clouds in the hill country, but we should see partly cloudy skies here in San Antonio. 82 Hondo, 83 Uvalde, 86 and mostly cloudy out in Del Rio, and mainly low 80s here around San Antonio right now. I think we warmed to about 85 or so. There could be a few places that hit 90 this afternoon, but this is much better, about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, where we hit 95 and we had a heat index of 104. The forecast calls for basically quiet conditions, as I said, partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Now, as we get into tomorrow, there could be a few showers and storms, especially out west. This is 5 o'clock tomorrow. I think most of your Saturday is quiet. But by Saturday night, a lot of these storms will try to work towards San Antonio. This is 10 p.m. Saturday night. And then as we get into Mother's Day, Sunday morning, more showers and storms may try to take shape. Now, it's not going to be raining all day. Not everyone's going to get rain, but I think the odds of seeing showers and storms do kick up during the day on Sunday. And we could even see a few strong storms. So if you have outdoor plans for Mother's Day, this is something you'll want to keep tabs on. It will certainly keep you updated through the KSAT weather app. So here it is, Mother's Day weekend. 82 tomorrow, 20% chance of rain, 81 on Sunday, and a 40% chance of showers and storms. The extended forecast will go, again, the low 80s over the weekend. Monday, another chance for rain, 87, 30% chance. 93 Tuesday, it's more of a quiet day. And then by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, more chances of storms. We're in a pretty active pattern here, and any one of those days, we'll have to watch for a strong storm with the possibility of some severe weather.
The Carver isn't just a place where you can enjoy a show. It really is part of people's history.
And we're taking a closer look at that history right here in the heart of the East Side. Plus, how the Dignity Hill neighborhood is also looking to the future.
Got like the whole.
And welcome back to the Carver Community Center. We are in the heart of the Dinwiddie Hill neighborhood. And if you talk to some folks around here, man, they are proud of this neighborhood. They are committed to its history, but they're also very open to its evolution.
And there's some really good examples of evolution of that type. Of course, right here in the Carver Theater, which is a beautiful example of how a historic building can still maintain relevance in today's world. Another one is called Velocity, Texas, where it is another institute that's just kind of dedicated to life sciences, both within blocks of each other.
Myra Arthur gives us a closer look at this building and the neighborhood.
Did he just say?
There may be people who have no idea that the Carver is here.
Sadly, I think you're right.
The lobby and gallery of the Carver
So we present or exhibit rather mostly local artists in this space.
was once the only library open to Black San Antonians during segregation. Outside. Okay, so there is something written above these doors.
It reads the colored branch of the San Antonio Library and Auditorium. So that is what the building was named and dedicated as in 1929. It's really important for us to be true to our history and the reason that we exist. I mean, we came into existence because the Black community needed a place where they could be because they weren't allowed to be other places.
Today, the Carver is a multicultural performing and visual arts center.
But we do have an emphasis on celebrating the art forms and artistic expressions of the Black community.
Generations in this neighborhood have gathered here for shows, for dances, even in times of need.
This was also a place where the community could come when there were times of flooding because this area was prone to flooding. The Carver isn't just a place where you can enjoy a show. It really is part of people's history.
In this same neighborhood, a bit of a contrast.
This is our Velocity Innovation Center.
In a shiny new space that's all about the future.
It's got labs and offices and conference rooms, and it's dedicated to help startups be successful.
Various companies, all in the life science industry.
They do stem cell manufacturing.
Even teaching future potential scientists in STEM workshops. Velocity chose Dignity Hill in part because of its proximity to the city's urban core. This space was created in the old Merchants Ice Complex, which dates back a century.
Do you think that kind of describes an element of Dignity Hill, you know, on a larger scale, the history that's here, but also the way it's changed and really become something that's got a whole new look for the future in some spots?
Well, yes and no. I kind of feel differently about that. I share want to maintain kind of the cultural richness of Dinwiddie. And I really enjoy more the historic kind of past that it has.
It is a tough balance to strike, but Velocity and the Carver tell us they're partners in making it happen.
Not only can you invest in the east side, in this area of town, but you can be successful, you can attract companies, you can create jobs.
There's so much growth happening here, so many people that are coming into the community, as well as those people that have been here all along.
You know, at one time, they were going to demolish this building way back, I think in the 70s. They were actually going to demolish this.
Yeah, and it's my understanding also that people laid down in the road in front of the bulldozers to stop that from happening. And that's just one of the many, many stories about the Carver. Of course, that story right there, the Know My Neighborhood story on Carver and Velocity, Texas, are available online at KSAT.com. The full episode, very fascinating history there. All right, we have taken this show on the road, the news at noon here at the beautiful Carver Theater. A lot coming up.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more about the Carver Community Center. We're going to be talking about what is going on, the big, huge event tonight, comedians, poets. We're also going to be talking to one of the poets who's going to perform, and we're also going to be talking to one of the recipients of a scholarship for the main reason that they're here tonight is to raise money for the San Antonio Educational Partnership. So we're going to talk to her in just a few minutes, so stay with us. And welcome back to the Carver Community Center. Tonight is a huge night here at the center. They're going to have poets, they're going to have comedians, just a fun night overall, but they're also going to be recognizing some scholarship winners who are part of that San Antonio Educational Partnership. And with me now is Chloe Bruno, who happens to be one of the recipients of one of those scholarships. So first, what's it like to come back into this building, or have you been here before?
I have been here once. I was a Miss Fiesta finalist, and I got to be here during the Soul Pageant. Beautiful building. The first time I was here, it was amazing. Got to experience the culture here, and everything here was just wonderful.
What has this scholarship done for you over the last year? You're now a senior at Texas A&M here in San Antonio. So what's the scholarship done for you?
It's really provided a lot of support services, from emergency funding to college and career support to knowing what your scholarship does for you, getting to meet other scholars, knowing about their backstory. Also been given the privilege to go and talk to high school students who would be going to college soon and just kind of answering those questions that they may be unsure of as a first-generation student.
All right, you're studying what?
Cybersecurity.
So if somebody hacked my Facebook page, you could find out who it was and you could get back at them for me?
Maybe.
Oh, it's a big secret. It's cybersecurity. It's secret. What do you want to do with your degree that you're going to get then?
Yeah, so a short-term goal is to intern with the FBI or the NSA. A long-term goal is to work with the FBI as a cybersecurity agent or digital forensics.
So you're agent Chloe Bruno in the future?
Hopefully, hopefully.
For the FBI. Wow, that is awesome. Well, congratulations on the scholarship and congratulations on being a cybersecurity expert. So there you go. FBI agent. Let me stand over here before something. I don't want to get. No, you stay. You're an FBI agent. I don't want anything happen to me while I'm here. But could you hack into my phone?
For moral ethics, I cannot answer that question.
Love it. All right, let's come back up on stage. Ursula's with another special guest who's going to be performing tonight. Ursula.
Yeah, you stay close to Chloe there. She's a good person to know. And so is this guy here. We've got one of the poets that is going to be taking the stage tonight. This is Joaquin Zihuatanejo.
Yes.
How did I do?
Perfect.
You have a connection to education, so you have a real tie to this partnership.
Absolutely. I was a public high school English teacher for the best 7 years of my life before I wrote my first book of poetry. And now the San Antonio Education Partnership has asked me to come and share my story of inspiration with students today, and I can't wait to share it.
So poetry is serious business, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you have to give your time, your energy, your heart, your passion to it. And that's what these students are doing, giving their time and energy and passion to their mission of a college education.
I know. Very important.
Absolutely.
Very important.
Absolutely.
And you are going to read a little bit of your work here.
Yes, I'll read a short excerpt from my new book, Occupy Whiteness, which is out now. And I'm so proud of this book because it's the best thing I've ever done.
I'll back away and give you the stage.
This is a short piece here. Thank you so much. My grandmother, Juanita, holds my face under the chin, turns my head away from the tree, away from their faces to the field. My breath catches me. I feel the words in my belly, my throat, the back of my mouth, so many words. But all I manage to say is, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for my life. My grandmother smiles at me, speaks. My grandfather smiles at me, speaks with his silence. My grandmother touches both sides of my face, hugs me, whispers in my ear, es hora de ir, despertarse. It's time to go. Wake.
Wow. Beautiful,
Thank you so
beautiful
much.
stuff.
Thank you
and
so
again,
much.
the name of your book?
The new book is Occupy Whiteness, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be reading with it a week from this Sunday, May 19th, at the Dakota Eastside Ice House with your new poet laureate, the amazing Eddie Vega, and he and I will read together with local poets as well. We hope to see the entire city there.
And tonight, what can people expect?
Tonight is going to be some of the poetry, and this is a little on the sad side, but tonight is just about joy and light and love and laughter. We're going to have comedians, and I'm going to do a featured set of comedic poetry. Basically, my goal tonight is to make people smile and laugh, and we're going to celebrate students the only way that the San Antonio Education Partnership can.
Okay, we're ready for it. This
Thank
is
you.
Joaquin Zihuatanejo, and we are going to see him live tonight right here on the stage at the Carver.
Thank you.
All right, I think we're going to go over to weather now. One more look at it.
Yeah, we'll go outside with live cam, and as we look over with the airport, we've got partly cloudy skies here in San Antonio. What a beautiful day it has turned out to be. After a front came through last night. Temperatures across the state are much cooler than yesterday. Yesterday, by the way, down in the valley, they had 116 degrees. Heat index values were close to 130. I mean, just some insane heat. So this cold front is helping everybody out. We're at 80 right now, but you get up into the Texas Panhandle, it's in the 60s up there. So yes, feeling a lot better across the Lone Star State. Forecast for today, we'll call it partly cloudy. Temperatures around 84 at 3 o'clock. 85, I think, is where we top out. Can't completely rule out a shower, but our odds of seeing any rain today are very, very low. We will get gusty winds, though, out of the northeast, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then as we get into tonight, temperatures slip back down into the 70s, and we'll see clouds redevelop. Okay, I want to show you a picture on KSAT Connect. This is from Skywatcher Oscar, who always sends in great photos. But he took a picture of the sun here, and he's right. It's excited again. There's an X-class flare. What does that mean? Well, it means we're going to get some space weather. Magnetic storm, geomagnetic storm, solar storm is headed towards the United States. What does that mean for us? Not much, really. It could interrupt communications across northern parts of the country and Canada. But there will be the aurora borealis tonight. We won't be able to see it here, but it will go pretty far south across the country. Pretty incredible stuff. So that's something we'll be paying close attention to later tonight and into tomorrow morning. All right, let's go back out to David and Ursula.
It is going to be a busy weekend in San Antonio, so here's what you need to know to prepare. There is another round of major construction closures on the far northwest side this weekend. It's part of that East Loop 1604 North Expansion project by the Rim. It all starts at 9 tonight. However, crews will be clearing out by 7 a.m. Sunday morning, so if you have plans for Mother's Day in that area, you should be good to go. You can get a closer look at the map on KSAT.com. And the city of San Antonio is asking downtown visitors to plan ahead tonight and tomorrow due to several big events taking place, including 2 Luke Combs concerts at the Alamo Dome. That's not the only event. Nearby, the San Antonio Asian Festival will take place tomorrow at La Villita. And the Texas Eats Food Festival will be taking place tomorrow afternoon at the Smoke Barbecue. That's at 501 East Crockett Street. By the way, you can still get tickets for that event online. And of course, it is Mother's Day Sunday. There's plenty more going on around town. That includes a free concert by the South Texas Symphonic Orchestra. And in Floresville, the Wilson County Veterans Service Office and the group Coffee, Cars, and Veterans will host a barbecue throwdown. Veterans from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines will compete to see who has the best skills on the grill. For more weekend events, go to the Things to Do section on KSAT.com.
And welcome back to the beautiful stage of the Carver Community Center here on Dinwiddie Hill neighborhood.
It's a beautiful theater, and we love being here to promote tonight's event, the Stand Up for Success fundraiser for the San Antonio Education Partnership. But there's also a lot of news going on. Let's get you caught up. An instructional assistant at Northside ISD is in jail. Jacob Hallam arrested after being accused of assaulting an autistic student at Connolly Middle School. According to the arrest paperwork, Hallam was caught on camera slapping a special education student and forcing her to swallow food. NISD says Hallam resigned on March 6th amid the investigation.
A man who was barricaded inside a home in far northeast Bexar County surrendered late last night to Bexar County deputies. BCSO says the man was battling a mental health crisis. The situation got so intense, neighbors had to be evacuated. Shots were fired between officers and the suspect. No one was hit. BCSO made several attempts before the man finally gave himself up. Once again, no injuries, and right now it's unclear if the man will face any charges.
A scary situation for some construction workers who got into serious trouble on the access road of 1604 and I-10 overnight. San Antonio police say the workers were trying to connect some beams to the concrete pillars when a chain broke and one of the beams fell onto a cherry picker. It was knocked to the ground, trapping the worker inside the basket. Firefighters were able to rescue both men. However, they were taken to University Hospital in serious condition.
Executive session.
Let's talk San Antonio City Council, where nearly half its members are considering whether to force out City Attorney Andy Segovia. The council members you see listed on your screen now have expressed concern over a lack of transparency and inconsistent legal advice from the city's top lawyer. Meanwhile, Segovia has all but accused council members of leaking information from confidential closed-door sessions. The final say on the city attorney rests with the city manager.
Summer is coming up, and the city of San Antonio is expanding a program. It's aimed at reducing heat in residential areas. It's called Cool Pavement, and that program launched last year to great success. 10 streets got the Cool Pavement treatment last year, and the plan is now to add more Cool Pavement to city neighborhoods. A study in partnership with UTSA found the treatment can make a difference between 4 and 18 degrees.
What Cool Pavement is, it's a spray-on asphalt treatment that goes over roadways that increases the reflectivity of the sunlight.
The Cool Pavement is expensive, however. The first 10 streets cost $1 million. But the chief sustainability officer for the city says it could end up saving money in other ways. For example, it could keep you from having to crank up your AC.
And that's a look at your top stories this noon. As always, you can find more on KSAT.com.
Today outside, look at that temperature. Not going to be in the mid-90s, I take it.
No, it's actually going to stay quite comfortable. We'll be in the mid-80s. That's it, which is actually the average for this time of year, 85. So far, we're up to 80. And I think that's, again, where we end up. The record is 98 set back in 2008. We got close to some records yesterday. Del Rio definitely set some records with a high near 109 yesterday. So hot. Glad to see the changes. Will we get some rain, though? We desperately need it. I think we have some opportunities over the weekend. We'll show you that forecast. Come on.
Welcome back to the news at noon in the beautiful Carver Theater, where we are previewing a wonderful event tonight to raise money for students who want to get a better profession, a better degree.
And it was very, very hot yesterday, Justin. So that means everybody turned their air conditioners down, and they turned it down here in the Carver Community Center. So I'm going to take my mic off because I know how you and Ursula are always, it could be 90 and you and Ursula are cold. So watch this. You ready for this? All right, she's freezing to death in here. So I'm giving up the coat.
Oh,
so she does
very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Looking like the icicle in a minute. So see,
very thankful. And you know, it actually goes with my outfit. So
that works out well.
I'm good with this. I think it's like 52 degrees in this building right now.
It's perfect in this building.
Perfect.
Yesterday, that would have been a great place to be. Well, I'm sure it's still nice today. But,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, those temperatures skyrocketed yesterday. You know what? That heat, that humidity, it resulted in some big storms yesterday, guys. You might have seen that on the radar. Those storms didn't make it to San Antonio, but they did move through places like Dripping Springs, Johnson City, and notably San Marcos. Folks here sent us in some pictures of the hail, and it was large. This one, 2.25 inches, which plenty big, okay? And that is enough to do some damage, especially considering this is wind-driven hail. We're talking winds 60 to 70 miles per hour there. Starting to get a lot of damage photos coming out of San Marcos as well, in other places along the track of that supercell, even in New Braunfels, where the storm didn't necessarily move through, but it put out some winds that caused some tree branches to break off. So if you want to check out some of those pictures, you can go to our KSAT Connect page on KSAT.com. We've also put out a story. It's on our main page here, KSAT.com, where you can go through some of the photos and we explain kind of the track of that supercell. Right now, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, and what a beautiful day it is. You'll notice here we can see downtown very well. That has not been the case the last couple of days because visibility has been down. It's been hazy, partly because of smoke coming up from parts of Mexico and Central America, but also the humidity was so thick. Now, with humidity levels lower and that front kind of sweeping some of that smoke out of here, visibility is much better. And I would venture to say the air quality probably a little bit better today, too. 80 right now. Northeasterly winds at 13. We're at 81 in New Braunfels, 85 in Pleasanton, with some 70s still in Bernie and Kerrville. And honestly, it's humidity that's making the biggest difference. That northeasterly wind is dropping the dew points down into the low 60s now. In fact, we're seeing some 50s, which puts us in the pleasant category. We spent a good week and a half up there at the oppressive level, and now we're starting to see things get a little bit drier, and that's what we needed, at least for a couple of days before that humidity returns. Forecast this afternoon, 85 here in San Antonio, just a small chance of a shower or two. We'll continue to see those northeasterly winds, 10 to 15, with the winds subsiding some this evening. Clouds build in, and we'll get a little more cloud cover on your Saturday. All in all, it'll be a pretty nice weekend with regards to temperatures. Now, we will get some rain chances back in the forecast. We saw a few showers this morning. Those have pushed east, and now we're left with those partly cloudy skies here in San Antonio. Starting to see a few showers take shape out west, too, there in Valverde County. We'll keep an eye on it. But honestly, I think any shower activity today is going to stay west of San Antonio. We will get a storm system that'll track through Texas next few days. And as it does, it may kick up some showers. Starting out west tomorrow, so we're going to fast forward here to Saturday, 5 o'clock. And yeah, storms taking shape out across parts of Mexico, West Texas. We'll see if these hold together and make their way towards San Antonio Saturday night. I think there's a possibility for that. Also on Sunday, we'll have continued energy coming through, so we'll see some more showers and storms during the day on Sunday. It won't be raining all day, and not everyone's going to get rain, but our rain chances go up to about 40%, and we could see a strong storm or two during the day on Sunday. This is 7 o'clock, so just something to keep in mind for Mother's Day. Those will be our highest rain chances. Sunday, 40%. 30% though Monday, and then we'll still get some more rain chances coming up next week. Extended forecast. Low 80s over the weekend, 87 Monday. We're back up into the 90s by Tuesday, and then with those rain chances by the middle part of next week, bumps temperatures back down into the 80s. We'll be right back.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you warming up now?
I'm warm. I'm very warm, okay. And I'm honored too, not only to wear your jacket on stage, but this is a stage where important people like Count Basie and Ella Fitzgerald, and any event. Now we're going to another very important person, Jen, over at Market Square for SA Live.
Yes, and you guys are doing great. I'm loving the show, by the way. Happy Mother's Day, early Mother's Day to you,
thank you,
Ursula. And that's what we want to see from our viewers today. Oh, thank you, Ursula. Yes, our question of the day, shout out your mom, maybe share a photo. You guys can maybe send it during the commercial break, and we can share y'all's too.
I can try to send that to you. I've got your digits.
Okay.
See if we can find one.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Try.
That's a great thing to do.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say you've got something special planned for Mother's Day on your show today.
Actually, something very sweet. Take a look at these. Now, if you know these cupcakes. Lucy's Cake Shop is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and we are chatting today with Lucy herself. So it was a great conversation, and they sent these for our crew. Everybody's very happy about that. And there's also a Mother's Day magical show happening. We have Scott Pepper joining us today. All right, we're going to get a preview. What do you got?
Absolutely. Let me show you the best 5 cards to play in a game of poker. It's these 5. These 5 blank cards with red backs. Now, why may you ask, are these the best cards? Because they're wild cards. They can be anything you want. If you want that bottom card to be an ace, it can be an ace. If you want a better hand like a royal flush, they could be a royal flush. But you may ask, what if you're playing people with blue cards? Well, for that, I got you guys covered as well.
Whoa. Okay, there's more magic coming, and Fiona is live at NostalgiaCon, the NostalgiaCon.
That's right. Yes, we are here at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center for NostalgiaCon, taking you back in time to the 90s and 2000s. We have got arcade games, we've got your favorite characters, and of course, wrestling all weekend long. And today, only Thunder Rosa is here. We're going to give you a preview coming up.